In a forgotten corner of the old city stood the Harrow Public Library, a Gothic structure built in the late 1800s. Most people avoided it after sunset. The locals whispered that the library kept more than books. It kept secrets. Late one winter evening, Evelyn Carter, a young historian, arrived to study rare manuscripts for her thesis. She was drawn to one specific section known as the Dark Archives, a sealed basement room that no one had entered for decades. She had received an anonymous letter that read, "If you want the truth about Harrow's past, the answer lies beneath the library." The librarian, an old man named Mr. Graves, refused to let her in. "That section is closed," he said firmly. It was never meant for the public. But Evelyn was determined. That night, after the library closed, she hid behind the dusty shelves and waited. At midnight, she descended the creaking staircase leading to the basement. The air grew colder. The smell of mildew and old parchment filled her lungs. A rusted metal door stood before her, marked Dark Archives. With trembling hands, she pushed it open. Inside were rows of ancient books bound in leather, journals, and something stranger portraits of people who seemed to stare directly at her, their eyes hollow and lifeless. As she walked deeper, one of the books caught her attention. It was titled The Record of the Damned. When she opened it, she found not words, but moving shadows inside the pages, like living ink. Then a voice whispered behind her, "You've opened what should have remained closed." Evelyn turned. No one was there. But the portraits on the walls had changed. The painted eyes were now fixed on her. Panicked, she tried to run, but the door slammed shut. The lights flickered, and the whispers turned into screams. One voice rose above the others, "Mr. Graves. Now you understand why it was locked," he said, appearing from the darkness. "The library remembers everyone who reads from it." He held up his hand. His skin began to peel away like paper. Beneath it were pages. His flesh was made of parchment. Evelyn screamed, "What are you?" "A keeper," he replied. "And now, so are you." The floor split open beneath her, and she fell into a pit of swirling letters and faces, voices crying out from the pages of every book ever silenced. When she awoke, she was sitting at a desk in the library. Morning sunlight filtered through the tall windows. Everything seemed normal, until she looked at her hands. They were pale. Veins shaped like ink lines ran under her skin. A small note lay beside her. "Every story needs a guardian. Welcome to the Dark Archives." Music fades into silence. Since that day, the library opens every morning as usual. But in the basement, a new portrait hangs of Evelyn Carter, her painted eyes forever watching. And sometimes, if you listen closely among the shelves, you can still hear the whisper of turning pages, even when no one is there.